North node in the 4th house, south node in the 10th house. When you have north node in the 4th house, you also have south node in the 10th house because the 10th house is the opposite, all right? So I want to break down this placement and talk about the biggest takeaways and how to master this placement, all right? Now, to begin with, you're here to direct your life path more towards family and home versus towards your public image and career. North Node tells you where you should take your life path and your life direction, the direction that you should take your life towards, right? And South Node tells you the type of life, the type of direction you should take your life a little bit more away from, okay? Because the South Node has to do with path of lowest growth. So North Node is path of highest growth, South Node path of lowest growth. So you're here to direct your life path more towards family and home, which is the 4th house. The 10th house has to do with public image and career. So you're here to direct your life path a little bit less towards public image and career and more towards family and home. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to get into it more. You have to find balance between family and home obligations and balance your career obligations, okay? So the North Node and the South Node calls for balance, and the houses are opposite each other, so there has to be balance and find some middle ground where you can satisfy both of these matters and fulfill the obligations for both houses. So you have to find balance between family and home obligations, which is the 4th house, and balance your career obligations, which is the 10th house. You have to put more emphasis on maintaining your inner world versus maintaining your public world, okay? The 4th house has to do with your inner world. What is the inner world? The inner world is all the little conversations that you have with yourself, the way how you talk to yourself, how you feel deeply inside in your private world at home, away from the world. So we all have an inner world, which is usually our home, but not only is it our home, it's our inner voice and how we talk to ourselves. So you have to place more emphasis on maintaining your inner world, making sure there's peace internally versus doing things to maintain your public world. Because a lot of times what happens is when you have this placement, you fall into doing everything that's necessary for your career, your public image, and your public life and your public world, but you neglect your inner world. You have to make sure you have inner peace. In your past life, you were probably very career oriented and you worked yourself into the ground and you neglected family. In this life, you're here to correct that, okay? The South Node gives you some indication about your past life and the type of person that you were. So in your past life, you were probably very career oriented. The 10th house, all right? The 10th house has to do with being career oriented, and you worked yourself into the ground, building your reputation and your status and being an authority figure, but you neglected family. So in this life, you're here to correct that. You're here to make more family, home, and inner world more of a priority versus working yourself into the ground and focusing on your career so much. You feel like family, domestic matters, and home align you with your path of highest growth. That's supposed to say path, with your path of highest growth, but it doesn't come easy to you, okay? So you feel like 4th house matters, which has to do with family, domestic matters, and home. You feel like that aligns you with your path of highest growth, but it doesn't come easy to you. See, what comes easy to you is career, status, reputation, image, whereas family, home, and domestic matters and directing your life into that, it doesn't come as easy to you, and it feels like more of a challenge. You may feel like it's easier to get lost in your career and public image versus doing all the work that comes with maintaining a family. Okay, so when you have this placement, you feel like it's easier to be a career person, a public image person, and reputation person versus everything that comes with maintaining a family. So you feel like it's easier, man, to just put all of your energy into your career and reputation and your status versus doing everything that comes with maintaining a family and maintaining home. When you have this placement, this is similar to having North Node in Cancer, South Node in Capricorn, because Cancer rules the 4th house, Capricorn rules the 10th house. All right, so I did a full video breaking down North Node in Cancer, South Node in Capricorn. The link for that will be in the description box. Make sure you check that out. All right, North Node in Cancer, South Node in Capricorn. It's the same thing. Make sure you study that as well if you have this placement. Now let's talk about the type of astrological services that I provide, because I feel like a lot of my subscribers don't know that I provide astrological services. I do natal chart readings, career readings, transit readings, and synastry readings. My contact information is astrologyztv@gmail.com or the AZTV on IG. All of this is in the description box as well. And by the way, if you do a natal chart with me and you refer someone else to me because you like the reading, I'll do a free transit reading for you. All right. Thank you for taking the time out to watch my video. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Take care.